Use point plotting to graph the plane curve described by the following parametric equations, and we want to use arrows to show the orientation of the curve. So here we have these parametric equations, right? So we notice we have the x and the y, but there's also a third variable, right? So that third variable t, right, that is called the parameter. And so with parametric equations, right, we're not going to like plug in values of x and get values of y, right? Okay, we're going to plug in values of t, right? And that's going to give us our values of x and y. That's going to give us our ordered pairs. So the first thing we should do is, make a table, right? But instead of just doing x and y, right, as we're normally used to, now we're going to add that third column t. So we're going to pick values of t, plug it in here, and you notice that once we do so, we should get values for x and y, and that will be our ordered pair. Right. Another thing to notice is look at this part right here. Right, this is saying that we're only going to pick values of t from -2 to 3. Right, so sometimes they won't give you a restriction, so you just pick any value of t that you want. But in this case, we're just going to restrict it from -2 to 3. So let's do that. Right, let's pick t as -2, right, -1, 0, 1, 2, and 3, and then figure out what x is based on this t value. So when t is -2, right, x is going to be -2 minus 3, which is -5, right? 2 times -4, so we get -2. And that's going to be our first ordered pair, right? Remember, x and y is our ordered pair. We use x and y to graph, right? That's why these are called parametric equations, because x and y are based on this other variable or parameter. So when t is -1, we plug the -1 in here. -1 minus 3 is -4. Similarly, -2 plus 2 gives us 0. Plug in the 0 once again here, we get 0 minus 3. So when t is 0, 0 minus 3 is -3. Plug in the 0 here, we get 0 plus 2. And we'll just keep going along the line, right? 1 minus 3 is -2. Plug in the 1 in here, 2 plus 2 gives us 4. Right? 2 minus 3 is -1. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. And 3 minus 3 is 0. And then 6 plus 2 gives us 8. Okay, so we actually have 6 ordered pairs here, right? We get -5, -2, we got -4, 0, -3, comma 2, -1, comma 6, and 0, comma 8. Right? And of course, we can use these points, okay, to plot this graph. Right? So we'll just make our XY little curve here, or graph, I guess. Okay, and let's go ahead and plot these points. Okay, so -5, comma -2. Okay. Notice I'm actually starting with this point, right? Because this is actually the smallest value of t, and that's actually important, right? So when t is -2, the coordinate is -5, comma -2 here, right? And then -4, comma 0, -3, comma 2, -1, comma 6, 0, comma 8. I believe I'm missing a point here, right? -2, comma 4. It's going to be right here. Okay. So we get a graph that looks, this is actually just going to be a line, right? It's just going to be a line. Okay. And you notice that actually it doesn't extend forever, right? Notice I'm not going to draw arrows here. Okay. So if I didn't put any restrictions on t, I said, okay, t is -infinity to infinity, then yes, it will be a line, okay? With arrows, because it goes on forever in both directions, okay? But remember, these are parametric equations as well, right? When I say use arrows to show the orientation of the curve, that means we go in increasing values of t. So we should always look for the smallest value of t, which in this case is here, right? Here, t is -2. T is -1. T is 0, 1, 2, 3. So what is happening? This graph is going this way, right? Okay, the points are going this way. So whenever you do parametric equations, you always want to, well, there's other ways to graph this, but one way is to make a table of values, and then we always use arrows to show the orientation of the curve.